why too many women in finance and insurance fail. And they're focusing too much on the things that are not going to bring in the money. Hello. My name is Dr. Terri Alford, and I am here to tell you why too many women in finance and insurance fail. I want to first share with you that if you are watching this and you are a woman in insurance, I want to congratulate you. I want to thank you for staying in this male-dominated industry. And the truth of the matter is, many of us get distracted in the beginning by a lot of things that do not matter. I want to share with you, when I got this ring, I did not have my own website. I did not have a CRM. I did not have automations and operations. I did everything manually. I also did not have leads that I purchased. I built my business organically. So what's happening right now is a lot of women are getting into insurance and finance, and they're listening to all these gurus, and they're looking at what everybody else is doing, and they're focusing too much on the things that are not going to bring in the money. They're, instead of focusing on the sales and perfecting their sales process, they're focused on trying to what are you automating? What are you automating? Automations are brought in to help you do what you're already doing more efficiently and quickly. If you're not doing it, then your automations are not going to do it well for you. For example, the funds are in the follow-up. You've heard that. Well, guess what? If you are not following up manually, do not expect your system to be the best at following up for your clients, because even if your emails are automated, your text messages are automated, there is nothing like having a personal touch. I actually decided to make calls today for an hour, and I decided to call people that I haven't called in a long time. These were annuity prospects and insurance prospects, but especially annuity prospects who did not say yes, or they have not signed their name on the dotted line for us to roll over their 401k, 403b, IRA, or whatever it is that we're rolling over. And what I noticed was the group of people that I called, they actually had been thinking about me while I was thinking about them. And one woman that I called randomly, she shared with me that her son is getting money. He's getting a lump sum of money, and he needs to know what to do with it. Now, she's on my email list. She gets my emails. I believe she follows me on social media, but I don't think she would have asked me that question had I not made that personal touch. I gave her a call. We're meeting on Saturday. I'm going to do my presentation. I'm going to make an offer. I'm going to give her a closing in which I am assuming the sale, and she won't even feel like she's being sold to. I'm going to write the business. I'm going to get referrals, and then I'm going to wash, rinse, repeat. Too many women in insurance decide to recruit without knowing, what are you recruiting to? Who are you recruiting to? What are you recruiting for? Everybody can be impressive in the beginning. Everybody can be excited in the beginning. But when you recruit people into a system, into a company, into an organization, whatever they experience is not really in your control. And you really don't know what they're going to experience if you just joined yourself. And so what I recommend is, if you are new to the industry, or you've been in the industry for less than a year, give yourself some time to really understand how to sell, how to close, how to build your business, how to build your brand. If you are at a place where you want to build, Because if you are not at a company where you want to build and you start moving your contracts from one IMO or independent marketing organization to another independent marketing organization or agency, you may lose the very people who wanted to work with you because you keep moving. So before you start recruiting all your friends, families, sorority sisters, church members, choir directors, all of that, you want to make sure that you are where you want to be. And it's going to take some time. So I know your upline is saying, come on in and recruit 10 people. And I'm sharing with you, before you do that, learn the systems, learn the operations, learn the culture, and see if it's a place where you want to build. The other reason that many women in insurance fail is because many women in insurance are not being mentored in ways that help them be successful. One thing about us as women, we are more personable. We're not as transactional as men many times. We're more relational. And so if you are a woman in insurance or you're a woman in the financial services space, you will most likely be best mentored by another woman who've already gone through what you've gone through, who knows how to appeal to people, who knows how to attract abundance. And if you do not have that, I encourage you to find that, because it is a male dominated industry, but there are many of us women who are winning, and we're winning big, and we've been winning for some time. And so if you are a woman in insurance, if you're a woman in finance, and you feel you have not been successful, I'm going to encourage you to do 3 things. The first thing is I'm going to encourage you to get really, really good at sales and your sales process, and wash, rinse, repeat it. Say the same thing, do the same presentation. I've been doing the same presentation for the most part for 5 years straight. Whether somebody comes to my appointment, comes to my office with a $50 budget or $500,000, they get the same presentation. Now you may say, why do they get the same presentation when their budgets are different and their needs are different? Because in the beginning, my goal is to really see where they are financially, where they want to be financially, and what products and services I have that they need that is going to help them. And I've gotten really, really good doing the same presentation. I could do the presentation with my eyes closed. I can do it in my sleep. I know it backwards and forwards, and it helps me close. And I have a higher closing rate than most women in insurance. But because I have done this again and again and again, I also am able to teach my agents now how to do the same thing, follow the same system, the same processes. When I started hiring my virtual assistants, my project manager, my client success analyst, I was able to not just give them a task, but help them see the strategy, show them the data, show them what is working. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Here is how I speak. Here is how I don't speak. Here's how we're performing. This is where we need support. Because I've done the work. So you have to do the work. You're not just going to recruit a lot of people and get the best results without you knowing what it takes in order to be successful. You got to do the work first. You have to lead from the front, because people are slower in their decision making. They're slower in spending their coins, spending their time, and spending their energy. And so if you want to get a high profile person to come be a part of your agency, to come be a part of your project, to come be a part of your conference, to partner with you, you are going to need to have results. And it's best that you have your own success story as well. And then, so that's your second thing. Have your own success story and make sure that you're building exactly where you want to build. Because if you change your mind, again, if you change your mind, how many times will your team change with you? So don't recruit too early. The third thing is You don't want to get overwhelmed. You don't want to focus on the things that are not making money. You want to make sure that you're getting a return on your investment. So if you are going to have a vendor table, if you are going to spend money on a vendor table, spend money where you know you are going to get a return on your investment. Don't buy the $40 and $50 vendor tables and be upset about the types of people that come to your table. You may have to spend $250, $300 for a vendor table, but if you're in the room full of attorneys and doctors and engineers who are looking for what you have to offer, it may well be worth the money. Count the cost. Consider the cost. Again, wash, rinse, repeat. Do not get bored. Do not have shiny object syndrome. Do not try to do 15 things in addition to life insurance. Go all in. In addition to finance, go all in. I'm telling you, if you stay committed, if you do not get distracted, if you find a mentor that you can relate to and who is willing to share with you exactly how they became successful, and she just happened to be a woman, you're destined to win. My name is Dr. Terri Alford. I'm known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I specialize in helping business owners attract abundance and retire wealthy. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. You subscribe to the podcast, and I look forward to getting your feedback. Have a wonderful week and an abundant day. Adios.